watch her float above with silent gaze, a single eye that marks our ways. Alerted flares ignite the sky, warp ships descend, more foes arrive. But aim for core, that glowing light, destroy the Watcher and its flight. No time to wait, no time to hide, we strike them down with focused pride. We are hell divers, forged in flame through storm and fire. We stake our claim, no foe too great, no night too long. In unity we all belong. Against the dark we stand and fight, for super earth, for truth and right. No light survives our burning path. We bring the storm, we bring the wrath.
Good morning and congratulations on your victory, Helldivers. Today's intro was No Light Survives by Echo of Weekend, who isn't just providing an epic banger from the creative world of Between directly to your eardrums, but he's also bringing an educational message about the proper slang of Illuminate. Listen to the lyrics and learn well, my friends. Speaking of which, I have my own lesson in that regard. In megacities, I have found green stratagems to be extremely reliable and effective. In narrow alleyways packed with boatless, air and orbital strikes can't fit in there. But mine drops can, and they will absolutely decimate those brainless groupies. Truly an excellent way to lock down the avenues of approach from ground-based enemies. Toss some eagle smoke on the objective, and you can even avoid Leviathan harassment for a time, until their inevitable nerf. No, Internet, I will not shut up about this. These things are awful. And the most frustrating thing is how many other ways they could have been a cool challenge, but they aren't. However, I have already said my piece about that. Now, we just gotta live with them and kick the ball back over into Arrowhead R&D's court. See what they do with the feedback that we have constructively and respectfully given. That being said, the morning news. As you might tell from the audible treat that I crafted last night, Filibuster has been taken and apparently Noct'Alia has been slain. I don't sense his evil in the currents of the celestial seas anymore. His absence has destroyed the unity of the Illuminate on Alamak-VII, and it has since been brought back over to democracy's light. How about that? Kaiser Z, your planet has been freed from the vile grip of tyranny. You are free to take repossession of your world once more, just as we agreed upon. And I will be taking the Crown Prince back to Angel's Refuge with me, also as per the terms of our deal, pending the ending of the Second Galactic War. Given the way it's going, this might take a while, so I will make plans for long-term care of the little one. He will receive top-notch education, both factually and morally, and maybe he'll turn out to be better than all of us. But, back on topic, make no mistake, Helldivers, this does not mean that things are going to get any easier for you. The Great House Remnant is not taking the death of one of their leaders lightly, and have massively fortified their position on Alairt 3, centering in the megacities of Free Trade, New Starus, and Greater Starus. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is going to be a butt-ugly campaign. But as you can see by this map here, should we take Alairt 3, it will bisect the Illuminate domain and cut the East and West Remnant fleets off from one another, which should make the remainder of the efforts to tame the Death Frontier a little bit easier. Once reinforcements arrive, we'll get straight to work on that. As of the time of my recording this, roughly 15,000 Helldivers are still located on Alamak-VII, but they are slowly migrating over to the new AO. The DSS has already made the jump over, and is providing strategic fire support, though its heavy ordnance distribution has long since run out of gas. Shame, really. That bonus doesn't come around that often, but when it does, the megacity skyline does get altered just a tad. With both the wonderfully team-killy Eagle Storm and the chaotic hot mess that is HOD on cooldown, the next power-up for grabs is Orbital Blockade, relying on everyone's excess requisition to power it up. A bit of extra ammo is possibly the least impressive of Desi's powers, but it is appreciated nonetheless, especially to ultimatum mains. Aside from that, it appears that Krakatwo has dropped into the dreaded no-change category, with 20% of the Liberation fleet that are dedicated bug divers accomplishing little of note beyond guaranteeing us gas money, so that we're not stuck out here in the middle of the Death Frontier. There's, no space AAA out here. If we run out of gas, well, the voteless are they're probably going to eat us alive once we get done doing it to each other. Now, to round the morning broadcast out, I have a bit of a public service announcement, dear divers. When selecting your operation, always check the Operational Modifiers menu in the bottom right corner of your heads-up display. Leviathans are always present in megacities, but out in the countryside and in the suburb settlements, they are optional. If you see this modifier, you'll know that your airspace is going to be polluted with bad-year blimps. If you don't, the skies will be clear. So bring exosuits, whatever other stratagems you want, and go crazy. Honestly, I see the nerfing of Leviathans as inevitable given the outcry against them by the community. But until that happens, we've got to find ways to do our jobs and live with it. Smoke can help, but High Command has issued the instructional edict that Leviathans are to be avoided and ignored. Picking missions where they are not present is an excellent way to do just that. Fight the enemy where they are not. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pandion, the Radio Angel. We've got 2 days left on the major order to tackle this Illuminate jawbreaker, so let's put in our metal teeth and get to chewing. I don't want Noct'Alia to be lonely in hell. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for the Angelic Rebellion. Viva la Revolution Angelique.